Today, we're diving into a topic that's often whispered about but rarely discussed openly: masturbation. From ancient myths to modern science, let's uncover the truth behind why we masturbate and how our understanding of it has evolved over time. In this video, we're going to explore the reasons why people masturbate, looking at it from biological, psychological, and cultural perspectives. We'll also take a fascinating journey through the history of masturbation, from ancient civilizations to the present day, to see how attitudes towards this common practice have changed. By the end of this video, you'll have a deeper understanding of a topic that's often misunderstood: the biology of masturbation. Let's start with the basics. Why do people masturbate from a biological standpoint? Masturbation is a natural part of human sexuality. It's something that both men and women do, and it starts as early as infancy. Biologically speaking, masturbation serves several purposes. Firstly, it's a way to relieve sexual tension. Our bodies produce hormones like testosterone and estrogen, which drive sexual desire. Masturbation is one way to satisfy that desire, especially when a partner isn't available or when someone simply wants to experience pleasure on their own terms. Secondly, it has health benefits. Studies have shown that masturbation can help reduce stress by releasing endorphins, the body's natural feel-good hormones. It can also improve sleep, enhance mood, and even help with concentration. For men, regular ejaculation, whether through masturbation or sex, has been linked to a reduced risk of prostate cancer. But it's not just about the physical aspects. Masturbation also plays a role in self-exploration. It helps people understand their own bodies and sexual preferences, which can lead to more satisfying sexual experiences with partners. So, in summary, masturbation is a natural, healthy behavior that has both physical and psychological benefits. But where do these ideas come from, and how have they changed over time? For that, we need to take a look at history. The history of masturbation, ancient times. Let's go back in time, starting with ancient civilizations. In ancient Egypt, masturbation wasn't just accepted, it was celebrated. According to mythology, the god Atum created the universe by masturbating and spilling his seed, which became the first god and goddess. Because of this, some Egyptian pharaohs would perform ritual masturbation into the Nile River to ensure fertility and prosperity for their people. Meanwhile, in ancient Greece, attitudes were a bit more complex. Masturbation was seen as a normal activity, particularly among men. It was considered a way to relieve sexual frustration and maintain self-control. However, it wasn't held in the highest regard. Greeks believed that the best use of sexual energy was in procreation or in relationships between men and women, or men and young boys in the context of mentorship. In ancient Rome, masturbation was more of a private matter. Although it wasn't openly condemned, it wasn't widely discussed or celebrated either. The Romans valued moderation in all things, including sexual activity. Excessive masturbation was frowned upon, as it was believed to drain a man's vital energy. Across the globe in ancient China, Taoist beliefs influenced views on sexuality and masturbation. Taoists believed that ejaculation in men depleted their life force, or qi, and should be avoided as much as possible. Therefore, while masturbation wasn't condemned, it was advised that men refrain from climaxing during the act. Women, on the other hand, were encouraged to masturbate, as it was believed to increase their energy and health. These ancient perspectives show that while masturbation has always been a part of human life, its acceptance and interpretation varied widely across cultures. The Middle Ages to the 18th century, a shift in attitudes. As we move into the Middle Ages and beyond, we see a significant shift in attitudes towards masturbation. During the Middle Ages, Christian teachings began to dominate European thought, and with them came stricter views on sexuality. Masturbation, along with other non-procreative sexual acts, was considered sinful. The Church taught that sex should only occur within marriage and for the purpose of procreation. As a result, masturbation was heavily condemned, leading to feelings of guilt and shame that have lingered in some cultures to this day. Fast forward to the 18th century, and the medical community began to weigh in on the issue. Unfortunately, their views were far from enlightened. The publication of pamphlets like Onania in 1712 spread the belief that masturbation was harmful to both physical and mental health. It was blamed for a range of ailments, from blindness to insanity. These ideas were widely accepted and fueled a moral panic around masturbation that lasted for centuries. This period marked a dark time in the history of masturbation as misinformation and fear took hold. But thankfully, the tide would eventually turn.